Hey guys, so this is my second comic issue review on the channel. I went yesterday to go pick up Batman Black and White issue number 2. That came out on Tuesday. I'm recording this on Thursday, no, Friday. Yeah, so I wanted to get that yesterday, but my comic shop was closed by the time I got there, sadly. But maybe I'll get it today, or maybe not today, maybe like tomorrow. I'll eventually do a review of that. Hang tight. And I was gonna think maybe I should do, review that same video as I'm doing the Nightwing Future Station #1 review. That was a mouthful. But I decided, no, the last one was half an hour long for the Batman Black and White review. I'm going to try to keep these shorter, but that one was kind of long, so I decided, let's just make them two separate videos. Also, I have Nightwing. I don't have, Batman yet. So, yeah, so before we get into the actual review itself, I want to have the book in front of me. I'm gonna need to go get it upstairs, but right now, I just want to say the gameplay you're seeing, since I don't, they don't make any Nightwing games, sadly, go check out my other videos on that. But anyways, as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by my shameless plug. This is my Batman Arkham Origins walkthrough going through on the channel. So far, I have 4 parts up. So far, also at the time of this recording, I'm all the way through except for I just arrived at Blackgate at the end of the game, so I know to go confront Joker and Bane and all. So check out that walkthrough. Having a ton of fun doing that. There have been it's kind of laggy and stuff. I might change some performance settings just so that it runs better and smoother. But for right now, though, it's good. And yeah, if you guys could check out that walkthrough, I'd much appreciate that. Again, 4 parts are out so far. They're all linked in a playlist. If I remember to, I'll have that like at the end of this video. But yeah, having a ton of fun going through that walkthrough. I might eventually also do some mod videos, like Deathstroke. Well, there's like Bruce Wayne and people like that. So again, it's gonna be a ton of fun going through that walkthrough, and also check that out. With all that being said, let's get into the actual review. Why you clicked on this video. So, oh, I just realized I say so before like every sentence or every time I start recording. Anyways, so I just did the spoiler section, but then I realized, oh no, I haven't done the spoiler-free section or non-spoiler section yet. So basically, let's just get out of the way. This is $4. Uh, um, so it's only $4. It's not really that much. You're getting a quality story that I'd rate 7 through 9 out of 10. I guess like 8 or 9 out of 10 probably. It's not like terrible. It just is mostly set up for the next issue, which you'll hear about in my spoiler section, like how it ends and all. Um, and I'm really excited for the next issue. Not that I'm not excited for this one as well, but like I feel like this issue is worth getting. I feel like just simply because there's only 2 issues, and you're gonna have to wait a while to get in and trade. And I like this issue. I'd definitely recommend this issue. So I just say just get this issue. Like there's not really anything you could if you're not really like on the hype train for Future State. I mean, I'm not, but I'm a huge Nightwing fan, so I wanted to get this right away. But if you're kind of just like, maybe it'll be a cool story, I would not recommend getting this. But if you are a Nightwing fan like me, a huge Nightwing fan, or if you just want a cool Nightwing story, because no other books are coming out at the time other than Future State books right now. So I just say get it if you had any type of interest in it. But I would not say this is like, oh, it's such a great story. Even if you're not a Nightwing fan, you will love this. Like how some stories for me are, like the Court of Owls. For if you're not a Batman fan, you need to read the Court of Owls. It's just such a great story. This isn't really like that. It's fun, it's entertaining, and it's only $4. So it's like you're getting how many pages? I don't know how many pages it is, but it's pretty good overall. And I'd recommend getting it again if you're into Nightwing. But if you're not really into Nightwing or you weren't planning on getting it, it's nothing like, oh, you need to go out and read this. I would recommend. Well, I'll talk about my second issue review. I don't think the second issue is gonna be terrible, but then I'll say like the story overall if I'd recommend getting it in trade or not. But for now, I'd say if you wanted to get it, it's not like a disappointment or anything, but it's not like the best thing ever. So I wouldn't say go out and get it if you like like right now. It's like, oh, if you want to wait until trade, you can. But if you were thinking about getting it, I would definitely recommend getting it. It's worth your money. That is my point. And so let me just credit everyone. Andrew Constant, never heard of him, but he's a writer. Nicola Scott, never heard of him or her. I don't know what they identify as, but artist. Nicola. I'm thinking a girl name, but it could be a boy's name. Ivan, the colorist, or Ivan. I don't know how to pronounce the last name. Placencia. I'm just trying to pronounce that. The colorist. There's a bunch of other ones as well, but like, uh, I'm in like it's editors and stuff. And then Yasmin Putri is the cover, and the cover is also really cool. I don't think there's any variant covers. Maybe there are. Wes Abbott is the letterer. The I was only gonna list. Can't speak today. The writer and artist, but then I started listening to everyone else. But uh, yeah. Anyways, though, so I don't know why I credit everyone. Like you can kind of just like look that. Whoops! Just hit the microphone cord. You can look that stuff up online if you want to know the art. I know most people don't credit the like creators. I feel like it's kind of weird if you don't. Then again, it was kind of awkward reading out all their names. So um, crickets. Anyways, yeah. I'm kind of just stalling now. Let's move on into the spoiler section. Sorry. So sorry if my voice is a little hoarse. So I recorded that last segment about like I don't know an hour or so ago. Then I ate lunch. Then I played FIFA with my brother, and I yell quite a bit when I play FIFA. So sorry if my voice is hoarse. Sorry if I cough a lot. But anyways, let's get into the issue. So starts out these two man and wife, or man and woman, I'm assuming man and wife, or assuming quote unquote, man and wife are getting attacked by this robot. Nightwing is rushing to the scene of the crime. And let me kind of read the thing at the beginning. So the multiverse has been saved from the brink of destruction. With victory comes new possibilities as the triumph of our heroes shakes loose the very fabric of time and space. From the ashes of death metal comes new life for the multiverse, and a glimpse into the unwritten worlds of tomorrow. And it's called Once Upon a Night in Gotham. I'm assuming that's like supposed to be the whole not the whole, supposed to be the name of the story. I'm assuming, but yeah, what's kind of confusing? Well, not confusing. Just I didn't read Death Metal, so I don't know what happened at the end of that, or like if is it over yet? I'm not sure if it's over yet, but so something might have happened in Death Metal that would like reset the universe, Crisis style or Flashpoint style. Anyways, Nightwing, goes beats up the robots, destroys the robots, and then you can tell by the body language of the man, he's like not actually scared. So then he fights him. Well, this is augmented human. Is what the guy calls himself. So I don't know. Maybe the Magnet Street's like mixing human and robot. I don't know, but it's cyborg type thing. So then he takes him out. And then to your wife though. What tricks do you have up your sleeve? And then she says, no tricks, just knives. And she whips out these two like blades, attacks him. As he's fighting her, he gets shot in the back. Then he takes her out, goes to investigate. It's Joker War ad in the middle. Goes to investigate the sniper. Kind of interrogates him. Says, how many teams do you have set up? And more than 10, less than 100. And just kind of like talks to him. But the big thing here is that he said, he kind of, yeah, it's true. You are grim darker than you were before. I think someone's overcompensating for not having a bat daddy any. And then Nightwing throws his Eskrima stick and snaps the guy's knee. So Nightwing definitely is a bit darker because what, then we see, some of the dudes talking to each other, some like the magistrate leaders, and it's weird. The one leader in charge of everything, what's his name? Peacekeeper 01. He's holding this thing that says Commissioner Montoya. So I don't know what that. He doesn't look like Montoya, but I don't know why he has this little plaque that says that. Anyway, they're talking, and they apparently killed Batman. But let me see. I think they said something somewhere about like. Yeah, I wonder if Nightwing still believes that we killed his seemingly unkillable mentor. So he didn't. Uh, I guess die because well, of course we know because like Dark Detective, right? But so Batman isn't actually dead, but Nightwing and probably everyone else thinks that he's dead. Then he heads back to the ruins of Arkham Asylum, which is his new base. He's talking to some people on screen. Let's see. I see someone who I can't tell who it is. Man-Bat, someone who I can't tell who it is. Two-Face, Batgirl, someone who I can't tell who it is. And then three other people I can't tell who it is. In the bottom middle, maybe it's like Huntress, but I can't tell. They're wearing like a purple mask. That's what I'm saying. But how I know it's Batgirl? He says Babs. He says Batgirl and then Babs. and she tells him about, he kind of like checks in with them, and she tells him about this new Batman, and he says, like, it's not a Batman, there'll only ever be one, but I've heard, I'll look into it personally. Thank you, Batgirl, and I says, Babs, thanks. Get some rest, and the way he says Babs, thanks is kind of like in the small font, so I'm wondering, are they still, like, together right now, or I'm not quite sure what's going on there. And he says, get some rest, everybody, tomorrow's almost here, Nightwing out. Another future state ad in the middle. And then we see him taking a shower. We see a flashback to, like, Bruce saying, like, I'm here for you, son. And then he's like, I wasn't there for you. It's like what he's thinking now. And he says, I let you down. And he knows someone's there, so he puts on his towel, goes out, starts fighting the dude. And then the dude knocks him down. It turns out it's Batman, like the new Batman. And then he says, hello, Batman. Arkham, welcome guest. Maximum voltage. Electrocutes him. Then he ties him up. Or not ties him up, like, uses, like, these, like, electro thingamabobbers, ties him up, fancy high-tech stuff. Then he tells him about this girl who was kidnapped and how she's dead. Or he thinks she's dead. He's not quite sure, but he says, like, Sarah's dead, I know it. And so he's basically just telling him, like, these, like, the Magnistrate is monsters, like, we need to stop them. Then it says intruder alert, and then he also says, like, you escape. Yeah, well done. You're free earlier than I expected, because he like expected him to be able to escape from the thing you tied him up in, and he was. So, but sooner than he expected. But then he says, "I found you, but they're not me." And he said, "They shot me because remember I said I got shot in the back. Or they shot me with a bullet containing cutting-edge nanotech, virtually undetectable, and can act as a powerful homing beacon." And he says, "The Magnistrate bugged you, tracked you here, and you let them." Why? Because I'm so sick and tired of their deaths by 1,000 cuts. Because this way I have the home field advantage. Because I'm done. And no more border skirmishes. It's time to make a statement. I'm going to war. I don't know how I did that. But, next, can Nightwing and Batman survive the siege of Arkham Asylum? So, oh shoot, I forgot to do a non-spoiler section. I'll, like, go back and put that before this, like a non-spoiler section. Yeah, that should work out well. So I'm recording this before the non-spoiler section. But anyways, so what I'm excited for, and I'll give you like my like something out of 10. I think that like 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10. Uh, before this section, but what I'm excited for is to see what happens next. What I'm hoping isn't they just like fight the Magistrate for a little bit and then they're like, man, it's too hard, we gotta evacuate. Then they evacuate, then it's like a wild goose chase between the two of them and the Magistrate. That's why I don't want to happen. What I want to happen is the next issue is kind of like this Home Alone type thing. What's his name? Oh yeah, Kevin. I was thinking about the other day when I was like preparing to make this video. I was like, what's his name from Home Alone? Kevin. uh, like kind of him from Home Alone, where he's setting up traps for the Magistrate and all. So what's gonna be interesting to see is how that all works out and like what's gonna happen. I'm hoping they can. And Peacekeeper 01 in there, I think it's like Peacekeeper 06 or something. The second in command that Peacekeeper 01 was talking to earlier, and they're talking about like, I wonder if Nightwing still thinks that we killed Batman or whatever. But I'm hoping the entire next issue is just this epic skirmish at Arkham Asylum. But yeah, but oh yeah. So other Future State books apparently also have like bonus stories at the end, but this one doesn't. It's just all Nightwing. So that's weird. I don't know what. This is the only Future State book I've read so far. I'm gonna see if I can get Robin Eternal. I'll probably wait to get Dark Detective and Teen Titans as well, but Dark Detective and uh the next Batman in trade if I even get the next Batman. But since it's 4 issues, I think they're also more expensive. This was only $4. So um sorry, I keep on saying this isn't like scripted or anything, but yeah, it's pretty good-ish. Oh, I didn't finish saying. Yeah, so Robin Eternal and Robin Eternal and Teen Titans. I'm gonna see if I can get those in issues, but for trade, I'm gonna probably get Dark Detective there, just so it's cheaper and in a nicer collection. But this is Nightwing, Teen Titans, Robin Eternal, pretty much everything except for Superman versus Imperiex Lex. Dark Detective and Batman, I'm pretty sure, or the next Batman, are all only 2 issues, whereas Imperious Lex thing is 3, and then the other two, are 4. So, I think that's about it. I still haven't done my spoiler-free section yet. Alright, now I'm going to stop recording here, go to that spoiler-free section, which you'll already have heard if you're hearing this part, and then I'm going to come back and like wrap up the video. Okay, so, final thoughts, just kind of wrapping up everything. I'd recommend getting it if you're planning on getting it. If you weren't, then I would not recommend on getting it. Right now, I'd give it like a 8 or 9 out of 10, 8.5 out of 10, I guess. Art's pretty good. I didn't really mention the art earlier, but yeah, I like the art. So it was pretty good. It wasn't like anything spectacular. It was just pretty good. Uh, the story itself being told again, like 8.5 out of 10. It's it's pretty fun. And again, if you're thinking about getting it, I highly recommend it. I think it's a pretty good issue. But if you're kind of like, maybe I would not recommend. I haven't read any other Future State books, so I can't really compare it and say like get this rather than the other one. It's more so or rather than another book, it's more so just I'd recommend getting this one if you were thinking about getting it. I'd have to read all the other Future State books to say if it's better than the other ones, but yeah, I'm kind of just going on for no reason. I'm probably gonna trim 16 minutes that long. If I premiere it, it seems less long. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, let's get. My comic reviews are way too long. I need to cut them down to like 5 minutes. There's just a lot of ums and ahs, but yeah, so it's pretty fun. I'd recommend getting this issue if you were thinking about getting it. It's got horrible at these summaries. Get it if you wanted to get it. If you're thinking about it still, I'd wait to watch my issue 2 review, where I'll say if you should go out and get both issues or just see it and read it in trade. Um, but yeah, that's really all I gotta say. Maybe like in editing, I'll think of something else. I'll toss it in. But yeah, it's a good issue. Recommend getting it if I keep on repeating myself because I don't know how to end the video. I'm like, well, should I end by like, kind of giving out my final thoughts? Yeah, but I'm like really awkward when I give out my final thoughts. They're kind of just like scattered throughout the whole video. Yeah, so get the book if you wanted to. That's basically the final thing. And just to kind of wrap up also quickly here at the end, I'm going to be doing a Batman Black and White issue number 2 review fairly soon. That'll probably be my next video. Well, actually, no, my TMNT, or I already have that TMNT video out. I'm not sure. But yeah, what is out right now is 4 parts over like an hour, close to 2 hours worth of me playing Arkham Origins. So definitely check out that walkthrough if that's anything you're interested in. It's almost February now, and I started playing it at like the end of December. It was definitely a little bit behind on when most people would play Arkham Origins, so I apologize for that. That was on me. I should have probably started. Well, for certain reasons, I couldn't play it until after Christmas. So, this is like I got it for Christmas, or not for. I got it after Christmas, using Christmas money and stuff. So, yeah. That was a whole nother minute. Okay, time flies really quickly in these videos. But yeah, again, final thoughts. Get the book if you wanted to. Wait to see my issue number 2 review if you want to know, like, to get in trade. Be on the lookout for more reviews coming your way soon. And watch my Arkham Origins walkthrough. Walkthrough. Stay awesome. That was really clumsy. Okay. And until next time, stay awesome.